This unit came in here with a Derate, and we have EGR differential pressure codes as well as intake manifold pressure codes, but normally you'll just see the EGR differential pressure codes unless if it's really bad like this one. The good thing about this, it's an easy fix. Here are the codes we got. Normally we'll just get this code, but in this instance we got both of them, which indicate a lot of moisture in the intake system. And I'll show you the EGR differential pressure sensor, because that's going to have to come off for this fix. So here's our EGR differential pressure sensor. What happens is when it gets cold and freezing temperatures outside, the engine turning on and off builds condensation. It's nice and hot, you shut it off, it sits in the cold, condensation builds up in your intake manifold, and wherever there's heat, here there was heat, and eventually you get enough condensation in there that it plugs up your EGR differential pressure ports and freezes. It'll freeze the sensor, it'll freeze to your intake manifold pressure sensor if it's really bad, and then you'll get that code when you start the truck up in the morning. So the only way to really get rid of it, for the time being anyway, is to park the vehicle inside, thaw it out, and then remove this sensor and blow air in your ports to clean them out from all the moisture, and that'll take care of that. Pulled the bolts off here. We're gonna have a look. Oh yeah, you can see the water in the sensor. So this water will freeze to this sensor, and then that's what it'll throw codes when you start the key, because it'll see that there's pressure there, because it'll push up on that strain sensor and cause the codes to come active, as well as kick you into derate. So the fix of this would be blow the sensor out with air, get all that water out of there, blow your tubes out, get all that water out of there, clear the codes, and you're on your way. The unfortunate thing is there's really no fix in that regard, where you're always going to have condensation, unless if you park the vehicle indoors every day, which would be the most ideal thing, but not a lot of people have access to indoor parking or have the space in their shops for it. Remove these, and don't lose them because they go back on the valve when you're ready. Grab a blowgun with a rubber tip on it, stick it in the port, just blow air in it. Just blowing air in the intake manifold, and that's just clearing it of any water. And you could run it, and that intake manifold pressure sensor will clean up itself. But if it's bad, then you'll have to remove the intake manifold pressure sensor, probably blow some air in that and dry it off. But it should dry off automatically if it's thawed out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then the sensor, same thing. I'm just gonna, you don't want to blow high pressure air in there, but just kind of keep it away and blow the air in there, dry it off nicely, and then install it back together, clear the codes, and you're back off to the races. Just as a real quick side note there, I have seen where the ice buildup actually deformed this plate here when it froze. So also check these plates to make sure they are flat and not bent, so I've seen the ice bend it before, and then of course the sensor would have to be replaced in that case. But this one looks good, thankfully.